Alright guys, we are in Dublin. It's protest day. It is August 22nd, 2020. And this is the big one at Custom House Quay. This is Health Freedom Ireland. Sorry if it's a bit windy. Alongside the yellow vests. Let me tell you, it's a lot bigger than last time.
Everyone down off the steps, please.
Fair play to everybody for coming out. People are slowly waking up. It's happening. It's about bloody time.
So, it looks like we might be in the midst of a gradual and steady awakening in Ireland after all. On Saturday 22nd of August, Health Freedom Ireland and Yellow Vest Ireland organised a Time for Change rally, which you could describe as an anti-lockdown, anti-mask, anti-mandatory vaccine rally, but in truth, events like this are all about one thing: freedom and respect for the rights of the individual. While the last event had roughly 1,000 people in attendance, this one had significantly more. It's hard to get exact figures, but some have estimated between 4,000 to 6,000 people. This was a lot more than I thought was going to attend. Of course, RTE had to desperately scramble to downplay the numbers in attendance. This RTE article, written by Colm O'Sullivan, said that hundreds of people attended an anti-lockdown protest, and on his own Twitter account he said around 500 people at an anti-lockdown rally in Dublin, and RTE News retweeted this. Well, it's true that 500 people were definitely in attendance. It's just that there were several thousand more people there in attendance as well. And of course, some of the media coverage focused on Antifa causing trouble, as they usually do. But that small skirmish, which ended in a few arrests, it concluded very quickly. The police did a very good job of managing the situation. The atmosphere of the protest was just fantastic. Really great positive energy. And there was a lovely and very moving tribute paid to the elderly who died alone in care homes because of unnecessary and disproportionate COVID restrictions preventing them from having friends and family at their bedside in their final hours. The speeches were really wonderful, including from Professor Dolores Cahill, Dr. Marcus de Bruin, Barrister Una McGurk, Michael Leahy of Irish Freedom Party, Maeve Murren of Health Freedom Ireland, and several others. Congratulations to Health Freedom Ireland and Yellow Vests for putting on a wonderful event. Ultimately, we have a long way to go here, and I think it's important to temper expectations. There's an awful lot more people we need to reach in this country, but more and more people are seeing through this COVID narrative and realizing that what's actually been happening for the past 8 months is a global power grab by the technocrats. That our fear of death is being weaponized against us to usher in absolute totalitarianism and the mandating of an unsafe and experimental DNA-altering vaccine. With the media and politicians now obsessing about case numbers due to increased PCR testing and the death rate for COVID now extremely marginal, there is simply no reason to continue the lockdowns, mandatory masks, social distancing, and of course there is no need for a vaccine for this when other viable treatments are available. In addition, there was discussion of the economic and psychological costs of the lockdown, the destruction of people's livelihoods, and the damage that all of the COVID hysteria and fear can do to children. The protest on Saturday showed that there is going to be a significant resistance to any future nationwide lockdowns and government mandates. The time for simply sitting back and accepting more and more infringements on our civil liberties is over.
Dave, how dare you? You don't get to endanger someone else's life with your selfish freedoms and right to choose.
Okay, now do abortion. Considering attendance at the event has basically quadrupled in a month, this is extremely encouraging. August 29th, which is this Saturday coming, is going to be a day of global protests against this scamdemic. It'll be very interesting to see just how many more people attend the next one. I will leave you now with footage and speeches from the protest. Now, I did manage to get a lot of footage recorded myself of crowd shots and some speeches, but I didn't get all of Michael Leahy and Marcus de Bruin's speeches, so portions of the footage you're going to see for their talks I sourced from the YouTube channels of Garrod Murphy and Irish Freedom Party. So with that out of the way, sit back and enjoy.
Because I don't know how everybody else feels like this, but this is incredible. Thank you all so much.